Are you ready to finally let your secret, biggest, boldest, baddest desires come to the surface? Instead of the ones that you've been safely saying were your biggest, boldest, baddest vision for your life, what about letting your secret desires out of hiding? The true desire that's on your heart, the big vision that you have for your life. Hey, beautiful human, it's me, Rebecca Wiener McGregor, and welcome to another episode of Effective Immediately, the show where we talk mindset, abundance, leadership, and I give you a mindset shift that you can make effective immediately. And today we are continuing the conversation about believing bigger so that you can actually manifest the dreams of your heart. Not the safe ones, not the ones that you've been told would be good for you, not the ones that someone said, hey, you should do this or you should do that. And it kind of felt right, like, oh, that's something I could do, but maybe not feeling like it's something you deeply desire to do. So in continuing this conversation, today we're going to be talking about why your big vision is actually more aligned with your purpose. Can you believe it? We're not going to settle for the small vision. We're not going to say, okay, this vision is good enough. This vision will get me, where I want to go. This vision is okay. Like when I compare my vision to everybody else's vision, it seems pretty good. But today, I want you to tap into your heart. You might get a little emotional. You might get a little excited. You might get a little scared, but that's okay. We can work through the fear. That's what I'm here for, okay? As you think about your current vision, the vision that you have said, you've told other people is your vision for your mission, your purpose, your life. Think about that vision, okay? Now, I want you to think about if you expanded that to really fulfill your heart, what would that vision look like? How would that vision unfold in your life? Here's the thing that feels like, well, most other people in my industry or around me have this kind of vision. This is pretty on par with what people are doing. Doesn't mean it's your true vision, does it? Sometimes we see someone else in taking that successful next step, and it looks good on them, and we think, oh, well, maybe I can do that. Maybe that's the thing that I want to do. But it doesn't come from your heart. It comes from your head, right? And it comes from programming that says, well, if they're doing it, then you can probably do it. If they think it's pretty good, then you won't rock the boat. If you do something like that, right? You probably won't have people questioning you or thinking differently of you or thinking you're shining too much. Ooh, that one strikes a chord, doesn't it? If you do what everybody else is doing, you won't rock the boat. You can still be the good girl. But here's the thing, the vision that's on your heart, that vision that you haven't really shared with many people, maybe not anybody else, is the vision that is true to you. That is how you know that it is your higher self calling you forward. It is your higher purpose calling you forward. Your vision is actually leading you. Not you leading your vision, right? It's not you saying, okay, heart, okay, soul, okay, spirit, we're going to do this. It's your spirit saying, yes, you are ready for this next step. It's your spirit saying, yes, we can go on to the next move. We can make this bold step. We can stretch you into the person that you need to be to have this big vision. That feels very different than, oh, that looks like a good vision, doesn't it? Because, oh, that looks like a good vision is the lowest hanging fruit. That's what you think you can get. That's what feels safest to you. But your big vision, the true big vision that you hold, is your inner guidance, your inner compass guiding you forward. It's guiding you to where you are meant to be. When you settle for less, you not only sell yourself short, but you also deprive the world of the impact that you have to share. Let's say that again. You deprive the world of the impact you have to share. Now, here's the thing. You are not obligated in any way to change the world. The world will go on. It doesn't need you to feel obligated or stressed out sharing your big vision, sharing your work, right? You're under no obligation to do that. But when your heart is beating with this passion, with this purpose, with this mission, this is how you know it's time for you to step forward and make the moves and align yourself with that bigger vision, with that true vision. I'm going to call it the true vision, okay? Give yourself a breath. This is not about judgment. I'm sure as hell not judging you. And I don't want you to judge yourself. If there's anything that's coming up for you, I want you to just gently look at it with curiosity. Gently question, is this for me? Is this current vision my real vision? Is it my true vision? And the bigger thing that's on your heart. Now here's the deal. What'll happen when you start letting that bigger vision out? Your ego, fed by our beautiful subconscious mind, might tell you it's too big, might tell you it's too scary, might tell you can't do it. Might tell you, that's not for you. That's not for people like you. Success like that, that's not for people like you. And that, my friends, is bullshit. The best part of everything that we're talking about right now is that we can work with your subconscious mind. That's my jam. We can work with your subconscious mind to help you get into the belief that what you really want can be yours. You don't have to know exactly how it's going to unfold. You don't have to know exactly when it's going to unfold. But releasing the stories, releasing those layers of programming from your mind will allow you to expand your creativity, hear your inner guidance, and allow yourself to move forward toward the true vision. I know it's so juicy, isn't it? When you think about what is really the biggest desire, not what seems like the obvious lowest hanging fruit, not what you think you can get, not what feels safe, not what you think you can do, but your true desire. When you feel unfulfilled, or like there's something missing, it's because you're not aligning with your higher purpose, with your true purpose. Your true purpose is the gateway to living out the purpose that represents your authentic desires and your gifts. It feels most aligned because it represents your authentic desires and gifts. I'm going to say that again for clarity. Your true vision is the gateway to living out your purpose because it represents your most authentic desires and gifts. Just take that in. That true vision may seem really daunting because it's not anything you've done before. Of course it isn't. Right? The things that we've done before, and we try to step into those same things again. And we're like, well, I can replicate what I've already done. I can do it again. That's not really pulling you, is it? It's not obvious. It's not often passion filled because we've already done it. And we're here for growth. As you grow and shift and evolve and change and transform, you're naturally wanting something bigger, something truer, something that matches who you are now. And the best part of your big vision, your soul's calling, is that it was given to you for a reason. It was given to you for a reason because it is your soul's highest expression. It's not random. The things that you are, and if you are like on the scroll, right? Or you're in your inbox and you see somebody offering a certain program or explaining their mission or something like that, and you think, oh, that could be good for me. Maybe it's because you haven't become really clear on your purpose because of that programming, which we can shift. Maybe you haven't released the anxiety, the anger, the frustration, the things that are blocking you, so you can really tune in to what your true purpose, your true desire is. We can move all that. So if that's been happening, I don't want you to stress about that. And I don't want you to judge about that. Judge yourself about that, okay? Because we can make the shifts to help you release all of that so you can tap in to what's true for you, okay? But what'll happen when you tap into that true desire, that true vision, that true mission, you will start to feel a deeper sense of fulfillment. Simply by connecting to the idea, you will feel more passionate and more energized than you have in a long time. The low-hanging fruit is like temporary satisfaction, right? It's like if you desire to travel the world and you give yourself a little weekend road trip that you're gone a couple nights and you get to see something, like that's enough to give you some temporary, I'll be okay for a while until I can take my big trip. But if your heart is longing for world travel, that little road trip won't satisfy you anymore. It'll lack the energy. It'll lack the passion. It'll be okay. There's no shame in that game. It'll be okay, but it won't be the greatest ever. And the greatest ever is what you're freaking here for. Okay. Give yourself a breath. And just know when you feel like you're craving something, that is your spirit calling you forward. That's your soul calling you forward. It'll be rewarding to do the things that are the low-hanging fruit. You may do them anyway. You may choose to do them anyway on the path to the true big vision. But you will always be called to something more. You will always feel an inner longing to something more if you don't accept and acknowledge and bring forward your true vision. Now, I'm not saying you got to declare it on social media, okay? In fact, you may not want to. Not because you have to hide it, not because you have to keep somebody from copying it or any of that stuff. We don't worry about any of that. But because you have to get used to it first. You have to get used to the idea that you are claiming this for yourself and get very comfortable with it. You may need a little bit of help in the form of a subconscious expert named Rebecca. Or you may need just a little bit of time spent thinking about, okay, can this be for me? Can I really accept that this is my mission? Now, when I say spending a little time thinking about it, I don't want you just to ruminate on it, right? I want you to feel it in your body. I want you to start to imagine how this will feel, how it will be, how it will taste, how it will smell, how it will sound, how it will look for you in your life. And get used to that. If you've been super scared of it, that is the first step. That's your effective immediately moment of the week, is to really dial in, what is that big vision? Because when you do that, you are going to start manifesting bigger and bigger results. The lowest hanging fruit isn't the biggest result that you can create in your life. this big vision, your true vision, this will start a series of miracles happening in your life when you connect to it. Your big vision requires a different version of you than you are right now. That's why it's still out there. That's why it's scary. That's why it feels goosebumpy and bold, right? It requires you to operate at a higher frequency, one where you feel aligned with abundance and trust and confidence in yourself. This isn't about working harder. It's about working more focused on your vision. It's about being the person who already has that vision. We talked last week about how you can't expect to get to the promotion for a job that you're not behaving like you can do, right? The story last week that I shared that, I wanted this promotion and I was thinking, just give me the promotion. I'll show you what I got. You know that God and the universe don't operate like that. Show them what you got and you'll get the promotion. It's going to require you to start behaving in a way that says that you want it, that you are moving toward it, that you are energized by it. That low-hanging fruit is like a low frequency manifestation, right? It's available to you now, but it doesn't require you to grow or shift. And that's what you're here for. Your big vision requires you to step into that higher frequency where you are sharpening your worthiness. You're getting super clear in your desire and you're behaving as though you already have it. You're practicing behaving as though you already have it. So how do you shift into this higher frequency? You get excited, first of all. You get excited about what the vision is. You don't keep it locked up from yourself anymore. You don't push it away anymore. You don't avoid it. You don't pretend like it's not there anymore. You bring it to the forefront of your imagination. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference. This is a fun fact, okay? We talk about this all the time, but I want to remind you right now, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between your imagination and something happening in your reality. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between something you created in your imagination or reality. It is the same to the subconscious mind. So the more that you get comfortable with this idea, the more that you get excited and let your passion come out about this, the more that you start acting, thinking, feeling, behaving like it is already yours, your frequency shifts. Because you're becoming the person who can have it. And as you do that, as you trust in this big, bold, beautiful, true vision, as you trust in it, you start to become the version of you that can have it. But you can't let it hang out in the back room anymore. You can't let it hang out in the storage room of your imagination. You got to open the doors and let it come out and start thinking about it and talking about it, not to anyone else except someone who you know will not poo-poo your idea. You got to be really careful because everybody's got their subconscious mind working. Everybody's got their egos going. Everybody's got their fears. And you may have experienced this before, which is probably why your big true vision went in the storage room. Because if you talk about your big vision to somebody who is not ready to handle it, because let's face it, you haven't felt comfortable with it, they might express their fears through opinions about your vision. And that's okay. It's okay when they do that, as long as you are not attached to it. So if you can't handle getting some feedback from people and that might dissuade you from moving forward with your vision, do not tell anybody else. Talk to your journal about it. Talk to yourself about it on a walk. Talk to your dreams about it as you're going to sleep. Get super comfortable with it. Be very careful about who you share your true vision with. Because if they are not really taking care of their subconscious mind, their fears will be shared with you in the form of opinions. And also, we have to remember, your true vision is not their true vision. So it is very possible that they might feel complete resistance to it because it's not for them, it is for you. So as you are making decisions from this place of stepping into the person that can have this vision, you're starting to behave in a way that says, this vision is yours. This is how it's going to be. You're starting to believe and you're starting to trust. You will start operating from a place of abundance, greater abundance. And the kind of abundance that says the ideas will come, the timeline will come, the money will come, the opportunities will come. So you don't have to worry about the how. Just get really into how it's going to be and start taking action from there. It's going to feel like stretching because that's what you're doing. Stretching the bounds of what you think is possible for yourself. And that should be giving you goosebumps. I mean, I hope it's giving you goosebumps. I hope it's exciting you to think about who you will be. How would your life change if you started showing up as the person who has your true vision right now? What would happen? How would your energy shift? I want you to think about operating from that place, testing it out. If you need some support, you know where to find me. Okay, so you're thinking about how it would feel to wake up in the morning, living out your purpose, and what would change in your life if you started behaving as the person who had your true vision and you were living your true vision right now. I want you to practice that. Please reach out and let me know how it's going. Please reach out and let me know if I can support you, because I would love to. Because I am here for you, living out the fullest expression of who you are. Being loved, valued, caring for yourself, and feeling abundance in every area of your life. All right, have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.